Okay, today we're going to talk about Humphrey the humping dog. So there's Humphrey and there's my dogs. They're actually not humping, but there they are. This item came out of a brainstorm session. I didn't really like doing too many brainstorm sessions. Never got any items out of it. Did very little that came very few items that came out of a brainstorm session for some reason. But one of the artists at the time, Joey Huey, came up with the idea. He said, "How about a humping dog?" And I thought that, tickle my funny one. I thought that was hilarious. And Joey Huey, he was an artist there at the time, Gemmy. Since on, he's worked for Seasonal Visions, Pan Asian, Magic Power, Kids of America. So he's been around. He's done some good things. So I thought it was a hilarious item. I said, draw it up. I wanted him. I told him I wanted him to do a Chihuahua because at the time I think the Yo Quiero Taco Bell was at that time or just right before then. The Chihuahua on Taco Bell. Chihuahuas are a funny dog anyway. But one of the keys to this item, though, is I wanted it to speed up. I mean, so I worked with the engineers to, I want it halfway through, I want it to go faster. I wanted to start slow and steady. And all of a sudden, it gets faster and faster and faster. And by the time at the end, he's just going crazy. And we had a lady in our office, I won't say her name, who did the sound for us. And she did a great job. I mean, it's like slow moaning at first, and then she gets more excited and more excited, where she's almost screaming at the end. At the end, we just throw in a man's voice saying "cigarette." That was funny. But this is a very funny item. One of the interesting things about this, it was a very successful item, but we only really sold it to one retailer, Spencer Gifts. We couldn't sell it to any of the mainstream retailers. They wouldn't buy a humping dog. It's before the internet really, the online sales really took off, so there was no really online sales to sell this on. And today it might be a different story. Let me show you the packaging. So the packaging, it's got him, he's humping Kleenex box, phone. But the main idea is he's humping your leg. And then you got him humping, dancing hamster in a cage, a plant. So it's very good. An interesting story on this is that I didn't show it to anybody until it was done. I didn't want to broadcast I was working on a humping dog. It wasn't in our mainstream, line, so I knew there's very few people we could sell it to, but I thought it had a chance. So we were in Hong Kong one day with all the salespeople there. It was probably October or January, I can't remember which. And so I pulled it out, and we were all sitting in a meeting, and I showed them the item, and they just loved it. And it's funny, the lady who calls on Spencer Gifts in spirit at the time, she's still at Gemmy. She goes, "Oh no, this is the low point of my career." And I go, "Well, that's funny. To me, it's the high point of my career. It's a humping dog. I can't get any better than that." So it went on. Again, we did very different versions. We did like a miniature version, a smaller version of Humphrey. We did a bulldog. I think after I left, they did a pig. They tried to keep it going. We did the smaller version to hit a better price point. But this is, again, Humphrey, the Humphrey Bulldog. It sold very well, even though it was very limited in what we can do. And it just, I was pretty happy with this one. Thanks.